We will be playing baseball. It'll be closer to 5 o'clock than it is 4:30 when we get underway, but that's just how it's going to be. The umpires, I guess, have had a delay. They're from West Plains, and traffic slow between here and West Plains, as many of you know. So just hang on. We are going to have baseball. I can't give you the exact time, but I do not know why we warm up so early when we know we're not going to get underway till closer to 5 o'clock. That seems like it defeats the purpose. I will give you the starting lineup for your Panthers today. Leading off and playing second base, number 22, Caden Murphy. Hitting second and on the bump today, number 11, Braden Hoy. Hitting third, playing first base, number 6, Garrett Hutzel. Hitting fourth and playing shortstop, number 1, Sam Peterson. Hitting fifth and behind the dish, number 14, Eli Golden. Hitting sixth and playing right field, number 21, Trace Harker. Hitting seventh and playing third base, number 24, freshman Skip Thompson. Hitting eighth and playing left field, number 2, Cale Gardner. And hitting ninth and Roman center, number 3, Destin Unger. And that's your starting lineup for your Panthers, and we will get underway as soon as we possibly can here on the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99.
center field, number 7, Cooper Holden. Batting 6, in playing right field, number 4, Ethan Cookman. Batting 7th and doing the catching, number 22, Jared Rutley. Batting 8th, in playing left field, number 10, Terry Greer. And batting 9th, in playing third base, number 14, Liam Greer. Liberty Eagles are coached by Ricky Jester and assisted by Dylan Cooper. Now the starting lineup for your Mountain Coast Panthers. Leading off and playing second base, number 22, Chase Murphy. Batting second and doing the pitching, number 11, Braden Hoy. Batting third and playing first base, number 6, Garrett. Batting fifth and doing the catching, number 15, Eli Golden. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 21, Trace Parker. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 24, Jake Thompson. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 2, Cale Gardner. And batting ninth and playing center field, number 3, Justin Unger. At this time, we ask everyone to please rise and join us in Honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome. That Zach Brown band. Boy, Cousin Justin caught me. I'm sleeping, I'll tell you, Tim.
Just gave you a 2 count.
Yeah, just gave me a 2 count on that one. Hey, welcome back to Panther Baseball. We're getting ready to get underway. The umps are here. It's going to start about 5 o'clock, just like I told you. All these people have been here. I guess I'm going to have to find out when the umpires are going to be late so we can do our pregame show about 4:45, Tim.
It's a nice pause in there.
Yeah. Braden Hoy on the bump today for the Panthers. Number 8, Parker Holden, the pitcher for the Mountain View Liberty Eagles, steps into the box first. Our defense looks like this. You got Eli Golden behind the dish. At third base, you got cousin Skip Thompson. At shortstop, you got Sam Peterson. At second base, you got Caden Murphy. At first base, you got Garrett Hutzel. In left field, you got Cale Gardner. In center field, Destin Unger. Right field, you got Trace Harker. And on the bump, senior Braden Hoy. He winds and fires. That ball's just a little low. 1 ball, no strikes, and we're underway here at Mayberry Field. First SCA action of the year. Hoy winds, he deals. Fastball. He swings on it, gets it around, hits it into right field, and Holden is on his way to second with a stand-up double. And he just went with the pitch, which was an outside fastball, and just laid it out there. The ball died out in right field. And that brings up Titus Jester. Fastball, he didn't try to do too much with it. He just went with the pitch. There's nothing that you need to talk about. He just took an outside fastball the right way. That brings up Titus Jester, the second baseman for Mountain View. Runner on second, just like that. Hoy comes set, checks the runner. He winds and deals. There's a bunt foul over towards the Panther dugout. No balls and 1 strike, nobody out. Runner on second for Mountain View. On deck, you got Gavin Reese, and we've seen Gavin Reese for 4 years. And he's a very accomplished hitter, playing shortstop for the Mountain View Liberty Eagles, and you just as soon not see him with runners on the scoring position. Had about 5 RBIs last year when we played. Hoy. There's a ball fouled off. A little bit of a late swing by Jester. Runner on second base, and we're underway with the first game number 1 of SCA action for the Mountain Grove Panthers. Hoy, the big senior, checks the runner at second. He fires, and there's a ball hit out into left field. It's going to get – Cale makes a diving catch. I thought that thing was going to get down. Good play by Gardner out there in left field. Boy, Tim, he knows how to make you nervous, don't he?
Cale, no.
Yeah. That brings up number 9, senior Gavin Reese. Very dangerous hitter for these Mountain View Liberty Eagles. Liberty coached by Coach Jester. Runner on second, 1 out. Here's a pitch. Inside, gets by the catcher. That's going to move Holden up 90 feet, and he's going to be sitting on third base with just 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Inside pitch. Reese looks down at his coach. Calls time, gets set in right-handed batter's box. Kind of a closed stance. He looks at a ball low, and he's ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes with 1 out and a runner on third. Hoy trying to hold that runner there. Big play by Cale Gardner out in left field, saved a run. There's a nice curveball for a strike. Good pitch by Braden. Locked him at the knees and stayed at the knees. That was a hard pitch to hit. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Wind and fire. There's a fastball ripped into left field for a base hit. And that's going to get the first run home. And Reese continues where he left off last year. I mean, he was a hitting machine against us. And that brings up Tucker Thomas, the first baseman. Tucker's a big kid. He kind of has a first baseman name, Tucker Thomas.
That's the official first baseman name.
Well, that's a good one. Tucker Thomas. Hoy with a runner on first, just one out. Thomas with an open stance. He looks at a fastball a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Location was good, right about the knees, but just didn't get enough of the plate. Reese gets a good lead off of first. And there's a ball drilled into left field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Reese rounds it big. Gardner gets it into Peterson. And we got runners on first and second. 2 straight base hits back to back. That brings up Cooper Holden. Here in the top of the first inning. 1-0's your score. Runners on first and second. Ground ball would get us out of it. Hoy comes set, fires. Ball touch inside. Eli tries to frame it, doesn't get it. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here. Just underway at Mayberry Field, about 30 minutes late. Thanks for hanging with us. After this pitch, Tim will tell you where you can watch it if you didn't want to get out in this wind. That ball's low, gets by the catcher. He fires to third, and he runs into the third baseman, and that's going to be interference. As Thompson wipes himself off, no call there. Coach is going to go out and talk about that. No slide into the bag, and he ran right into Skip, and I think that's interference. But Coach doesn't get the tout, and just like that, Liberty's up 2-0. Tim, if they didn't want to get out, and I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to get out today. First time we've seen sun since Monday.
Exactly. Good food, too.
Yeah, good food.
Good people.
Good people, yeah. Where can you watch this thing?
Well, if you're one of those homebodies, and you can go to Mountain Grove Panther Athletics on YouTube, and you should be able to see the little live stream on there. There's a thumbnail with the name of the game, so just click on that, and you'll be able to watch the game.
You betcha, and that evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
2-1.
2-1, excuse me. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hoy with the runner on second. He winds, he deals. There's a ball hot. Oh, he gets a call there. Ball over in the right-handed batter's box. That's one of those, Tim, we talk about all the time. While Braden gets it, I'm love it's a strike.
Yeah.
When you're up to bat, you're going to argue that, baby. 2-2 count. 1 down. There's a high fastball, just a touch inside, and moves the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. You got Tucker Thomas on second base with 1 down. 2 runs already plated by Mountain View Liberty. There's a ball high and outside. Holden draws a walk. Now runners on first and second again. Braden's starting to burn some pitches here in the first inning. That's going to bring up Easton Smotherman, the right fielder. Number 4 for the Liberty Eagles. A little bit windy, but blowing straight out. Totally opposite of what it was Tuesday night here, Tim.
It was windy.
Yeah, but it was all blowing in. He winds, he deals. There's a strike as Smotherman's bailing out of the box. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Liberty runners on first and second. Hoy trying to get out of a jam. Braden looks in, gets a sign from Golden. Smotherman thinks he's taking too long, calls time, gets out of the box. Monday day baseball. SCA, Hoy, and a little slow roller hit off the mound, picked up by Peterson. He fires to first, a good play by Sam. as that ball was hit slow and stayed right on the ground and just creamed off the mound a little bit. Sam scoops it, fires. Now there's 2 outs. That brings up number 22, Jaron Rutledge, the catcher. Big body up there. 2 outs. Runners on second and third. 2-0's your score. 2 runs on 3 hits. There's a swing and a miss at a curveball. No balls, 1 strike. Good pitch by Braden. Panthers trying to get out of this without giving up any more. 2-0 Mountain View. Hoy comes set. He fires. Good pitch there. Paints the inside corner. He's ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs.
And a couple fields away, we got the Lady Panthers. They're playing Thayer. Their score is 2-0-2. Thayer's up.
Thayer's up. Thank you, Tim, for that update.
Hey, no problem.
And there's strike 3. A borderline pitch, but Braden gets the call. And that's going to do it for Mountain View, but not until they get 2 runs on 3 hits and strand 2. We'll be back with the Panthers coming to hit on the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We moved to the bottom half of the first. Panthers in a little bit of a rut. No thing, though. Leading off, number 22, Caden Murphy. Heading second, 11, Braden Hoy. Hitting third, Garrett Hutzel. Hitting fourth, Sam Peterson. Let's see if we can't rack up some runs. The pitcher, Holden. Parker Holden. Don't know what grade he's in. He doesn't have an overpowering fastball. Looks like he has 3 or 4 pitches in his repertoire. And he'll be on the mound for the Mountain View Liberty Eagles. Here as we move to the bottom half of the first. Looks like he stays pretty consistent around the plate. Let's see if Caden Murphy can be aggressive early here. Swing early and often. Murphy steps into the box. He winds, deals. There's a ball hit over foul territory to the right side. Murphy a little bit late on that swing. Ball was on the inner half of the plate. He winds and deals. There's a ball just a touch outside. Good eye by Murphy. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'll tell you, Holden, he gets in there and works now. He's ready to throw. He winds, he deals. There's a ball just a touch low. Good eye by Murphy. Moves the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Holden comes set, winds, deals. There's a ground ball hit in front of the plate. Catcher's up with it, fires to first. He fires a strike, and they retire Murphy. I thought he fouled that off his front foot. That brings up Hoy with 1 out. Braden does a little housekeeping in right field batter's box, right-handed batter's box. It's Holden. He winds and deals. He throws one, dissects home plate right in 2. You couldn't put one on a tee any better than that. No balls, 1 strike. Holden looks in, gets the sign. He winds, throws one just a touch outside, blocked by the catcher. It goes out. They don't know where it is. It's out. He blocks it. It goes out in the infield. Garrett Hutzel on deck. It doesn't take long for Holden to get ready and pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Straight fastball right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Braden gets a hold of that. It'll go to Kabul. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And there's strike 3 as he takes one that paints the outside corner. He's down looking. Now there's 2 outs for the Panthers. That brings up Garrett Hutzel. This is a kid that I feel like Garrett Hutzel eats on. See what he does. And he looks at a strike right downtown Central. Man, you got to swing at those good pitches, Tim. You can't be looking at them. I never saw anybody get a hit looking at them. No balls, 1 strike.
Oh.
He swings at a high fastball, pops it up the catcher, and he dives and just falls out of his mitt. That's what happens when you swing at those high ones. No balls, 2 strikes. Garrett's in a hole here. 2 outs. I'll tell you, Holden doesn't have overpowering stuff, but he works fast, and he has great control. Works it in and out. As he winds and deals, there's a ball just a touch outside and low. Makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes, trying to get Garrett to chase it. 2 down here. Liberty leading 2-0. He winds and deals. Good swing. The ball gets away from the catcher. Hutzel had already gone out of the batter's box, so that's 3 up, 3 down for your Panthers here in the bottom of the first inning. We'll be back with more Panther baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball in the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We move to the top of the second inning. Mountain View bringing up Torrin Greer, Liam Greer, and Parker Holden. Lefty, and he takes a strike over the inside part of the plate. Good pitch by Hoy, and Hoy's ready to go to work too. I like it. No balls, one strike. He ain't messing around. He fires. It's high and outside. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs. Top of the second inning. Mountain View's jumped up with 2 runs in the first inning. Leads this thing 2-0. They whine and deal. Swing and a miss by Greer. Moves the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes on a sunny day. And there's a fly ball hit out into short left. That's going to fall. Nope. Kale covers enough ground to get it. Good play by Gardner out in left field. He had to cover a lot of ground, Tim, to get that thing.
He's got some wheels on him, no doubt.
And that brings up Liam Greer. Liam playing third base today. Boy, I don't know. He was playing way over there in the center field gap, and he ran that thing down right behind third base in the grass. Got some speed. That's 2 good plays by Cale today. Mark them up. They won't show up in the scorebook, but that's 2 big plays. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. There's a curveball. Gets Greer. He kind of checks his swing, but then swings. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. Top of the second inning. Panthers down 2-0. Parker Holden on deck. Parker led off the game with a base hit. And there's a strike right there, and that lets Braden go ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Liam, the 9th hitter. Chokes up about 2 inches on the bat. Hoy. And he fouls that off, and almost catcher interference there. I thought it might have gotten a piece of the catcher's glove. No call. Sorry for our late start today. We are underway, though. We're in the top of the second inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. There's a ball, gets by the catcher, evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You got Parker Holden on deck for the Mountain View Liberty Eagles, who are up 2-0 here early. Top of the second inning. 2 runs on 3 hits. Panthers, no runs on no hits. And there's a swing and a miss and another strikeout for Braden. That brings up Holden, the leadoff hitter. Holden went with the pitch and hit it right down the right field line on an outside fastball. Just didn't try to do too much last time. Came around and scored. He's on the bump for the Eagles today. He looks at a fastball for a strike. That one was on the outside corner, but about the knees this time, not up there about your waist. Good pitch by Braden. No balls, 1 strike. That ball just a touch inside and high. 1 ball, 1 strike. SCA opener, I know for the Panthers. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Top of the order for Liberty. Big swing and a foul tip there. Moves the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And I like what Braden's doing, getting ahead in the account. He has all 3 batters he's faced here in the second inning. That's when he's most effective. And Hoy is just like Holden. He's ready to go to work. And there's a foul ball. He spoils a good pitch by Hoy. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Hoy steps on the rubber, looks into Golden. He's ready to go. He winds and he deals. And there's a ball, goes about 58 feet. That evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Windy afternoon here at Mayberry Park. We're getting used to it. We just keep the windows shut. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild. 2-0. Man, that's a poker hand if I ever saw it. There's a swing and a miss, and that's going to do it as he strikes out 2 that inning. And they go 3 up and 3 down. It looks like Braden's starting to settle in. We'll be back with the Panthers coming to hit in the bottom of the second on the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. They threw the ball around, it rolled off into foul territory, and we just looked at it. Hey, we're not going to go get it. Let them come and get it. Holden, he's on the bump for inning number 2. Sam Peterson leans off. Holden winds. Good cut there by Sam. So he gets a piece of that fastball. Makes the count, no balls, 1 strike. Holding a fast worker, too, him and Hoy. When they get the ball back from the catcher and get on that rubber, you better get in the box and ready. No balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Bottom of the second, Panthers down 2-0. Parker Holden on the bump for Mountain View. Oh, and a borderline pitch there. Sam with a good eye. Looked like it got the inside part of the plate. No call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good eye by Peterson. There's one. Drilled down the first baseline. That's going to go for extra bases. Sam holds up as he got a slow jump out of the box. And he drills that down the first baseline for a single. And he got all of that, baby. And that's the Panther first base hit of the night. That brings up Eli Golden, I think, who's leading the Panthers in hitting. The catcher, Eli, stands in from the right side, Holden. He drills one to center field. That's going back. It hits at the base of the wall. Peterson's being waved. Here he comes. There's going to be a play at the plate, and they tag him out. A perfect relay from center field. And they get Peterson as he slides head first, but a big double by Golden over the center fielder's head. He gets into that wind drift and just carries, and Eli hit it square. I'll guarantee you. But unfortunately, Peterson gunned out at home. That brings up Harker. 1 out. Trace hitting 280. He drills one, fouls it off, and now they're starting to see Holden like I thought they would. Holden, nothing special. Quick worker on the mound. Has great control, but just not overpowering stuff. Back-to-back hits. Harker can get an RBI. He swings and misses at that one. And I think Holden took something off. 1 down. 2-0 still the score. Sam Peterson gunned out from a perfect relay. There's a drill. That's going to be for extra bases. Eli ain't going to get thrown out. He's coming around. He's going to score easily, and that lets Harker go into second base with a double. And the Panthers have their first run of the night. And a double, back-to-back doubles by Harker and Golden, the sophomores. And that brings up Skip Thompson and good swings at the Holden fastball. And that's what I like. Get on him often and early. You can't hit it looking at him. You got to swing the bat. That's what these guys have done. First, second pitch, they're after it. There's one. Thompson hits one, going back. And touch them all, Skip. Touch them all. The freshman. Home run. Skip Thompson with a homer into left center field as a freshman. Not many have done that here at Mayberry. Congratulations, Skip. And that's only the second home run for the Panthers. And he drives in Trace Harker. And he hit a car, which I love. They're parked too close to the fence.
Jack McGowan.
Yep, go see Jack McGowan Auto Sales. If you're gonna, you got to have an atmosphere out in the outfield, Tim. I could tell you about the atmosphere. Ask Ben about our atmosphere. That brings up Cale Gardner. Cale lefty. He swings and misses at a good fastball there by Holden. Man, that's good to see. Skip Thompson gets the start at third base today and drills one to left center field. 2-run homer. And there's a strike. And Cale's down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. But the Panthers jump on top here in the bottom of the second. A big swing and a miss, and that's going to do it for Cale. That brings up Destin Unger. Thompson with a home run. You got to love it by the freshman. That brings up Unger with 2 outs. Panthers lead this one 3-2. Back-to-back doubles by Golden and Harker, and then a 2-run shot by Skip Thompson, the freshman. Gets him out in front. Unger with a good eye. Takes one high and tight. 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs. SCA action. Opening day of SCA action. Good eye by Destin Unger. Been over there playing a little music for Destin to concentrate on. 2 balls, no strikes. That's 3 balls, no strikes. You get Destin on, he's like another leadoff hitter. Good wheels. He's pesky on the bases. 2 down. 3-2 Panthers. Gotta like it. 3 runs on 3 hits. And there's a strike. Destin taken all the way. And that wasn't a good pitch to hit anyways. That was right on the inside part of the plate. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Destin hits one out there to second base. He dives and makes a great catch and robs Unger of a base hit. And that's going to do it here in the bottom of the second, but not until the Panthers score 3 runs on 4 hits, and strand nobody. We'll be back with the top of the 3rd inning on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. back to Panther Baseball in the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We get ready to get underway here in the top of the third. Titus Jester. And he looks at a strike. Hoy gets a good call there. We'll take it. Tim, like I told you, we'll take those when we're on the mound. We're going to argue about them when we're hitting.
That's right. Put your hands over your
There's
head.
one skied into center field. Unger's got a bead on it. He makes the play and makes it look easy. 2 pitches, 1 out here. And it looks like Braden's kind of gotten in a rhythm. This was the toughest out in Mountain View's lineup, no doubt about it. And one of the toughest outs in the SCA. So Braden's got to bear down on him. But it's nice to face him with nobody on. And he looks at a ball low and outside. Gavin Reese, 4-year starter for this Liberty Eagle baseball team. 4-year starter in about 3 sports, I think. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Hoy winds, and Reese is hit. And he takes first base. And Reese gets on, and that's going to bring up Tucker Thomas. Tucker Thomas is one of Tim's favorite names. 1 out. Tucker's a big boy. He looks like a first baseman. Reese on first, 1 out. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Eagles. 3 runs on 4 hits for the Panthers. Hoy comes set, checks the runner, fires. There's a ball drilled down the third baseline. Hey, a good play by the coach over there. He doesn't get an error. You know, we've had to give our coach a couple of errors there. You know, we did up at St. James. Coach Richardson got an error up there. I think he's only fielding about 236 on the year. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. But that was a clean fielded ground ball right there. Reese on first. Hoy comes set, checks on him. Swing and a miss by Thomas. And Braden goes ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. I like what he's done since the first inning, the second inning, and the third inning. He's getting ahead in the count. He's pitching the way Braden wants to pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Ball just a touch low. Eli loses it as he blocks it, but he comes up with it. Reese doesn't advance. Now the count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out here on a Monday afternoon. SCA baseball. Gotta love it. How are the girls doing, Tim?
Right now it's 4 for Thayer, 0 for us.
4-0. Thayer's on top. Come on, Lady Panthers. There's a strike, and we throw it. It goes on the second base side of second base. And Thomas strikes out. So that was a strikeout, not throw him out. And that brings up Cooper Holden as Thomas strikes out looking. I thought that was a ball for sure. But Reese steals second with 2 down. Reese hit by a pitch. 2 outs. 2 strikeouts in an inning. Or, 1 this inning. Fly out to Destin in center. Then hit by a batter, then a strikeout. And that's the 2 outs. Cooper Holden, the center fielder, number 7. He's in there. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Top of the third inning, Panthers hold a 1-run lead, 3-2. There's a swing and a miss as he bails. He pulls that foot way out of the box. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just live on the outside, Braden. Live on the outside. Trust me, he'll never hit it. He steps in the bucket. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. He comes set. There's a swing and a miss, and Braden and Coach are on the same page, Tim. When you step in the well like that, just live outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Reese on second. Hoy looking to get his second strikeout, and there it is right there. And there's fired down to third. Skip blocks it as it's in the dirt. That makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes here with 2 outs. Deuce is wild, but it's the third inning. Reese on third, so we got to keep it from a pass ball. See if Braden can't come in with the strikeout. Just got to be one pitch. There's a pop fly. It goes foul over on the coach pitch field. Might go. I think it hit Tim's car.
What has it?
Yeah, what hadn't hit your car, huh? Hey, that car gets you there.
Yeah, it does. It still runs.
Yeah. I like it when you drive the school van. That's pretty cool. He winds and pitches. Oh, it almost hits him. Reese is going to try to score, and he slides under the tag, and that's going to tie things up as Hoy was late getting off the mound. Good hustle by Golden. And Reese. And Holden was sitting there, and Reese didn't even go at first. It was like it was in slow motion, Tim. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Holden has worked the count full, and he's going to draw a walk after being down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Score's tied here, 3-3. Mountain View 3 runs on 3 hits. Panthers 3 runs on 4 hits. That brings up Easton Smotherman. Smotherman struck out his last at bat. 2 down. There's a good pitch over the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike. And Braden slowed down a little bit on the mound, not working near as fast as he was the first 2 innings. Kind of getting more deliberate. Holding on at first. There's one hit right back up the middle. Murphy has it, flips it to Peterson, and that's going to do it for Mountain View, but not until they get 1 run on no hits, and Strand won't none. We move to the bottom of the 3rd with the Panthers coming to hit with this thing all tied up. 3-2-3 on the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. 3-3's your score. And the Panthers are here to bat in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Quote, Coach Swafford said they could hit his truck anytime. That's who they hit right there. He likes those Panther home runs, I bet you.
Skip Thompson tattooed his truck.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Coach likes all Panther sports, and he likes these kids, I'll guarantee you. And he's pushing for them. He works them all in the weight room. Caden Murphy leads off here in the bottom of the third. Come on, Caden. He's an aggressive young man. See if he can't get us started. And he looks at a ball low. No, one ball, no strikes. Swing often and early. Then you're trying to choke up and poke. One ball, no strikes. That ball hits the plate and bounces back. Hoy comes to get it. Panthers all tied up. Scored 3 runs on 4 hits in that second inning, plus that home run by the freshman Skip Thompson. Hits Coach Swafford's truck. He said you can do it anytime.
Caden, get extra points for that, huh?
You got the green light, Caden. He swings and misses. He was going for it. No doubt about it.
It's like Top Golf. You get extra points if you hit the right color.
Yeah. I hear you, Tim. I hear you.
A game within a game.
That Top Golf's quite a place. Except I can't hit a golf. My son can hit a golf ball. That's all he can do with a golf ball. But I can't even hit one very good. My shoulders are messed up. Oh, and there's a nice pitch, and Caden couldn't do anything with that. That evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Caden steps in there and waits on the pitch from Holden. He gets a ball 3. Good eye by Murphy. Man, Holden threw that one right on the inside corner and had a little break on it, and there was just nothing you could do with that sucker. 3-3 tied. Come on, Murph, get on. Let's get us going. Murph hits a line drive. Second baseman's over. Plate's a good play on it from Mountain View. And Murphy goes with the pitch and does what he's supposed to. Just can't get it by the second baseman, Jester. That's what happens with coaches' sons out there. They got a little extra pressure on them. Holden. Hoy. Braden kind of made a protective swing there as the ball was coming inside. Then it had a late break over the plate, and it's no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Braden going to Evangel to play tight end next year. Good luck to him. Fine young man. And he swings and misses. That one was going to Coach Swaff's truck, too. I'll tell you, with the wind blowing out like this, I've seen a lot of them go out there. And he looks at strike 3 right down Grand Central. I mean, he couldn't have dissected home plate any better than that. That brings up Garrett Hutzel. 2 down. Panthers need a run. It's all tied up here, 3-3. Top of the order. Kind of gone quietly. Good eye by Garrett. Saw Garrett hit 4 doubles in one game one time, all in the gap in districts. Hutzel plays first base. 2 balls, no strikes. He drills one, rolls over on it to the shortstop. Shortstop's up with it. That's Reeves. Reeves makes a perfect throw, and that's going to do it for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 3rd inning as they go 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back with more Panther baseball. We're all tied up 3-3 on the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Jaron Rutledge leads off for Liberty. Hoy on for his fourth inning of work. Braden getting sharper as he goes. Fires a fastball right back at him. He clean stab, fires to Hutzel, and that's going to do it. One pitch, one out, and that's how we like it. Good job by Braden. One down here in the top of the fourth. That brings up Torrin Greer, the left fielder. Greer, another left-handed hitter. Hoy winds and he deals. There's a strike over the outside corner. That ump's giving a little bit out there, but that's all right. We'll take. Oh, now he's working inside now, and that one was a touch inside. Just a touch.
Just a little bit.
Just a touch inside. And that evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, on a swing and a miss, he wasn't even going to go out there and get that outside pitch. Paints the outside corner. He was on his heels after that brushback. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. There's a good fastball by Hoy, and he fouls it off. Spoils a good pitch right there. Hoy will have to come again. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 3 hits, 3 runs on 3 hits for Liberty. 3 runs on 4 hits for the Panthers. Ball just a touch inside. Moves the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Top of the 4th inning, nobody out, or excuse me, 1 out. Oh, that looked close. That's one of those borderlines. That makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Could go either way, Tim.
It is.
Oh, and there's a high fastball, tries to get him to chase and loses him. That brings up Liam Greer, the third baseman, with a runner on first. You see Coach Jester down there in the third base box giving signals. This game went 9 innings last year, and he does not pull the bat back. They say that you got to call a strike, and they did. Man, when it's that low, you're not going to bunt it when it's down there. I don't think Pete Rose could have bunted that one. No balls, 1 strike. He fouls a high fastball off, and Braden's got him doing exactly what he wants him to do here. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Guy on first for Liberty. Braden trying to put the fire out. 2 good pitches. Had some help from the Liberty batter. And here's the pitch. In the dirt, gets away from Golden. Backs over towards the dugout. And just like that, Greer takes second base. The count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out here. Greer on second. You got Peyton Parker Holden in the on-deck circle, the pitcher for the Liberty Eagles. 1 down, 1-2's the count. Good pitch there. And I guess that wasn't 1-2, or did it hit in the dirt? I guess it foul tipped into the dirt and then up into Eli's mitt. I'm confused. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a ball, gets by Golden. That makes the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Greer moves to third without a ball being put in play. And that's what Coach Richardson talks about. You just got to quit that stuff. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Liberty scored 2 in the first, 1 in the third. He hits one, and he looks at it, and he's going to be safe as it gets away from Hutzel. And 8 and 9, the Greer boys get a run across. And Skip looked at home, Greer went on the contact. Skip would have had to make a perfect throw. That's kind of a freshman mistake as Coach Richardson's out there to talk to Hoy on the mound. We'll keep it here. That makes the score 4-3 Liberty. And the worst thing about it, it brings up the top of that lineup. You're going to have Holden, Jester, and Reese. We've watched Reese for 4 years, and like I've said, he might be the best hitter in the SCA, bar none. Sure, one of the better athletes. That's one of those kids you're going to watch go to the graduations. Make sure he crosses the stage, Tim. Holden. He winds and deals. There's a swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Braden, and he's regrouped. Come back. No problem. Standing tall on the mound. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first. Good fastball. Gets away from Skip. He's going to run to second. Greer makes it to second. Skip did a good job blocking the ball, but couldn't find it. Or excuse me, Eli. Excuse me. You got Cousins there. You're gonna make that mistake. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. Holden at the dish. That's a curveball. Good pitch by Braden. Just catches the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Runner on second. Let's keep him there. 4-3's your score. Liberty's moved on top. There's one drilled down the third baseline. That's going to be a fair ball. Let's see if we can get it in. That's going to bring Greer home. Holden slides into second base with a double, and he's 2 for 3 on the day. And that increases the Mountain View lead to 5-3. And that's going to do it for Braden Hoy today as Coach Richardson comes out for the second time here in the top of the 4th inning. And we'll be back with more Panther baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. The lefty, Briar Parsons, comes in. Last time we saw Briar, he threw well, Tim. We saw him up in St. James, and he shut their water off, I'll tell you.
That was a great game out there.
Yeah, it was, and he had like 5 strikeouts. We had 13 or 14 strikeouts in all. And the Panthers need to shut the water off here. This one could get out of hand. 5-3, 5 runs on 5 hits for Liberty Eagles. 3 runs on 4 hits for the Panthers. Briar Parsons, the sophomore, lefty, in to shut the water off. And due up is Titus Jester, the second baseman, and he's made contact. Put the ball in play, and in high school baseball, that's so important. And then you got Gavin Reese waiting on deck. We got 1 out. Let's get 2. And hey, there's no telling. Briar has been very effective on the mound and coming in tight situations. He comes set, checks the runner. He fires. Ball just a touch high. 1 ball, no strikes. Briar, just a sophomore. Holden gets a big lead off a second. Parsons in the dirt. Good job by Eli. That makes the count 2 balls, no strikes, but we got first base open. No big deal, but you kind of like to save that for Reese. Let's get this guy out and walk him. Parsons. And there's a beautiful pitch there. Put a little oomph behind it and a little mustard, and there we go. We're 2 balls, 1 strike now. Briar starting to get in the rhythm. Runner on second, in on relief here in the 4th. And the ball gets away from him, gets by Eli, goes to the backstop, and Holden moves to third base. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Briar steps to the back of the mound. Now he comes on, puts his foot on the rubber, comes set, checks the runner, fires in there. Good pitch there. No call. And Jester walks, and that's going to bring up Gavin Reese. Reese with a double. And hit by a pitch. And his 2 at-bats. First time facing the lefty, Briar Parsons. 1 down. 5-3 your score. Briar trying to keep it here. Runners on the corners for Liberty. Wind blowing straight out. He's going. That call. That's what I would have done. They walk Reese as soon as they steal. And that's a good call right there. You let him go to second. You walk that guy. Anytime you can, Tim. Anytime you can. That brings up the big first baseman, Tucker Thomas. Thomas 1 for 3 on the day. Thomas had a hit the other way. Big kid.
He looks like he bales hay all day.
Yeah, he probably does bale hay all day. He winds and fires. That ball's up in his eyes. 1 ball, no strikes. Briar just needs to get a deep breath, come back, and go. Briar's a competitor. He'll get her. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. First base is loaded. He slaps 1 foul. There's an E, coach. Right there, he missed that ground ball. So he's one for 2 down there. That was a pretty sharp hit ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 5-3's your score. Base is juiced full of Eagles. We don't like that. We don't like anything full of Eagles, Tim. Here's the pitch. There's 1 ground to the shortstop. He's up with it, throws to second. Murphy misses it. This guy's coming home. Good throw by Murph, and he's going to be out. And a good throw by Murphy after he dropped the shovel from Peterson. 1 run scored, but they stopped the second one as Murphy alertly picked it up and threw a strike to home plate. That brings up Cooper Holden. Just keep it on the outside part of the plate here. He steps in the bucket. 2 down. Good throw by Murphy. Man, that could have been a catastrophe. 6-3. 6 runs on 5 hits. And that ball gets by Golden, and runners are going to move up 90 feet. Ball one ball, no strikes, 2 down. Panthers need it out in the worst way. Cooper holding, curveball frozen, should have been a strike. 2 balls, no strikes, and I mean just in and out him all day long. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. There's one hit off the handle, down the third baseline, hits over by the Panther dugout, moves the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Here in the top of the 4th inning, where Liberty has already scored 3 runs on 2 hits. They've just out-hit the Panthers by 1, but they've got 6 on the scoreboard. Panthers only have 3. Good pitch there. Slow roller, tough play for Murphy. He dives. He tries to get rid of it. No way. And, man, now that's got to be the pitcher's ball right there. Murphy was just playing deep. That scores another run and makes it 7-3 Mountain View. And runners on the corner. And that brings up Smotherman. Smotherman, the right fielder, digs in from the right side. He squares the bunt. They fire down to second. Good stop there by Murphy. Thomas wasn't going nowhere. He ain't got the blazing speed some linemen do. Big boy. Now runners both in scoring position. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Breyer trying to get out of this thing. That ball gets by Golden, but Thomas remains on third base. Parsons not as sharp as he has been. Breyer has come in and thrown well. Just his first year of varsity baseball. Saw him on the JV basketball court as he winds and deals. And he gets some help there by Sutherman. Swings at a curveball that breaks into him. Breyer backdoored that one. It broke all the way across the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's one lined into center field. And they're getting timely hit after timely hit, and they hold the runner at third. And Panthers get a break there. And Smotherman comes up with a big base hit, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Rutledge. Rutledge. Eight to 3 here in the top of the 4th. Panthers looking to get out of this and get some sticks going. Bottom of the lineup's been productive for the Panthers. Well, middle down, I'd say. Get those guys back up again. 5 runs for Liberty here in the top of the 4th inning. Rutledge calls time. Breyer looks in. Got runners on the corner. Good move there by Parsons as he slides head first back into first base. Tim, how are we doing over on the girls' softball field?
Right now, they're not doing well. It's 5-1.
5-1. Thayer's leading. I'll tell you what, water got up out of the banks down there at Thayer, wiped out the baseball field. I got on the softball field. Some damage there too. Man, you got to hate that for those kids. hopefully they can get her back going, working order. And there's a curveball that just stays up in the zone. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. And I mean, you hate to see that anywhere. And man, 63 was shut down on Saturday north of West Plains as he winds and fires, and it's high and outside, and that's 3 balls, no strikes. You got Torrin Greer, who started this thing, on deck. Rutledge calls time. Now gets back in the box. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. There's a ball hit. Thompson's chasing it down the third baseline. And it drops in foul territory, and we'll do it all over again. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. Breyer trying to get out of it, has yet to get into a real rhythm like we've seen Breyer before when he's on fire. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Rutledge digging in. We need to put an end to this. And he almost chases that high fastball and draws a walk, and just like that, bases are juiced, and Coach Richardson's going to go out there and try to settle Breyer down. Let's see if he takes the ball. I think he's just going to go talk to Breyer. He's got his arm on him. We'll stay right here as the Panthers need to find a way to get out of this darn 4th inning. Tim, you got any suggestions?
Pitch good.
Yeah. Tim's got cameras up everywhere around the ballpark, so beware. But I think it's all on the girls and the boys playing ball, right? There's nothing out in the parking lots or anything like that. Nope. All right.
We got security cameras, but it's not going out.
Not going out. All right. Tim does a great job bringing you in. If you guys haven't ever been on his Panther Productions, man, he does that deal you did on the band, Tim. I loved that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really did like that.
Yeah, well, that's the goal, is try to get some exposure for some of the kids that don't normally get it. So.
You betcha. Oh, and a high, tight pitch there by Breyer. Good velo on that thing. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here. Man, we could use a ground ball right here or a strikeout. Here's a pitch. Oh, that's a pretty pitch. Man, Breyer's getting squeezed a little bit right there. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Base is full of Eagles, and we're trying to get at it. There's one high and outside. Just like that, Breyer falls behind in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Breyer walks behind the mound, takes a deep breath. Just be you, Breyer. Just be you. He winds and deals. That ball's just a touch inside, and we walk another run home. And that brings up Liam Greer. Liam with 2 outs. 2 outs. 6 runs have been plated, Tim. There's a ball hit to the right side, a little late. Good pitch by Breyer. Just keep that up. No balls, 1 strike. 9-3, 7 hits. Good pitch there, hit right at Murphy. Murphy's up with it, fires to first, and that's going to do it here in the top of the 4th. But not until they get 6 runs on 3 hits. And Strand 3. We'll be back with the Panthers coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th. Down 9-3 on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. That had to be the shortest 3 commercials I've ever heard in my life, Tim. As we have not even thrown a warm-up pitch out here. Sam Peterson is waiting to hit, and you're going to have Peterson, Golden, and Harker, and then Thompson, then Gardner. The bottom of the order has really been the key point here today, as Holden is on for his 4th inning of work. We started to get to him in the 2nd inning. Bottom of the order put up 3 runs, and we just haven't got untracked. Need to get going. Man, the concession stand keeps Ben going over there, I'll tell you that. Glad to see it, Ben.
Yeah, Gotti just came up and dropped off a all-beef hot dog, I believe.
Yeah, all-beef hot dog. We take debit cards. We take plastic. Got coffee.
You guys take Bitcoin?
No, we don't take
No
Bitcoin.
All right.
I probably should have. And Dogie or whatever that is. Probably should have. Too old-fashioned for that. I'm just watching my 401. I'm just watching my 401k sail away.
It's all going away.
Yeah. Sam Peterson steps in here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 9-3 is your score. We need to get going. Sam with a double his last at bat. Drilled it down the right field line, then was thrown out at home. Unfortunate incident right there. No balls, 1 strike here on the big senior shortstop. He looks at a fastball right over the outside part of the plate, and that moves the count to no balls, 2 strikes. Golden on deck. Golden with a big double. And there's a good pitch he takes to over on the netting. And the count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Panthers 3 runs on 4 hits. Liberty 9 runs on 7 hits. No balls, 2 strikes on Peterson. Good swing there, but just couldn't connect. That brings up Golden. Golden with a double his last at bat. Sam's was a single. Then you had Eli with a double and Harker with a double. Then Skip's home run. See if Eli can't get it going now. He trails one, goes underneath the third baseman's glove and out into left field, a base hit for Golden. That's going to bring up Harker. And here comes that bottom of the order again. Well, I guess Eli's hitting 5th. That's not too much the bottom, but Trace hits 6th.
For the Panthers, number 21, Trace
Harker, who threw in those tough conditions last Tuesday night against state-ranked Gainesville, did a great job. And the ball gets by the catcher, and that's going to let Golden get to second base. He's one of the few catchers you'll find in the league, Tim, that doesn't really need a courtesy runner unless you're made to get one when there's 2 outs. Eli can run with the best of them. We saw that in football season.
Football and basketball.
Yeah.
Dunking on them, too.
Pass ball again, and Liberty's taking a page out of our playbook here. We've moved Eli up 180 feet without a ball being put in play. Holden comes set. He's been pretty, and a swing and a miss by Harker. He was trying to go to Kabul on that one. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 down. Runner on third, and we need runs. We need runs. And that ball's just a touch low. Moves the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. This is a hitter's count. Pitch 1. Look for 1 pitch, 1 place right here. Get your favorite pitch, your favorite spot, and don't swing at anything else. Send it a mile. And the swing and a miss there. That makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here on Monday afternoon, SCA baseball doesn't get any better than this. Man.
Well, bad news, the Lady Panthers fell. Their final score, 5 there, 1 us.
Oh, man. And then a little line drive hit up the middle. That's going to score a run, and he boots it. And everybody's safe. And Eli comes home, and it makes it 9-4, and that brings up Skip Thompson with Harker on first. And we get one of those runs back, Thompson, who took it to left center field. He needs to eye that red truck again, don't you think? Yeah. That ball gets by the catcher. He doesn't know where it is. Harker's on second. Mike could round it and go to third. Lady Panthers fall 5-1 to the Lady Bobcats. They'll have another game, JV game over there. There's a swing and a miss on a high fastball by Skip. He was going for number 2. 1 ball, 1 strike. I like it when you get aggressive early. Take your hacks. There's one good swing there by Thompson. He fouls that thing straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now you got to choke and poke a little bit. Runner on second base. Big hole on the right side of the infield. There's one drilled. That's in down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. And Skip was going at it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just didn't let that one travel enough. Thompson. First career home run as a Panther, varsity Panther. Big day for Skip Thompson. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swings and misses at a nasty curveball, and that's going to do it for Skip. 2 down. That brings up Cale Gardner. Cale. Left-handed hitter. Let's see if he can't get that runner in. We need runners. Bottom of the 4th inning, down 9-4. Holding on the mound for Liberty. There's a big swing and a miss. Cale hits from the left side. Made a couple good defensive plays today. He pops that one up. Catcher watches it go out of play. Hits right over here beside us. Man, if we had a net, Tim.
Nope. Tall one right in front of us.
Yeah. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Cale Gardner, another sophomore in this lineup, playing left field today. Holden looks in, takes a little longer than usual on this one with a runner on second. He throws one, tries to get Cale to chase. Cale says no doing. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Unger on deck. Ball just outside. Good eye by Cale. That's one he wanted him to chase. Had a little movement on it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild here. Let's see what Cale can do. Ball inside. Cale moves the count all the way full. 3 balls and 2 strikes here. 2 outs. No runner on first, so he won't go on the pitch. 9-4 your score. Gardner looking to get going. He pops it up, and that goes out of play. Oh.
Raindrops.
Raindrops coming. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That was a payoff pitch. We'll do another one. Cale digs in from the left side. He fouls that one off. Cale tough up at the plate. Trying to work the pitch count on Holden. See what their second pitcher looks like. Panthers with 3 more this week. Pitching could be a commodity, Tim. There's a ground ball hitting the 4-hole. Second baseman's there. He's up with it, fires to first, and that's going to do it for the Panthers here in the 4th. But they do get 1 run on 1 hit and strand 1. We'll be back with the top of the 5th on the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We move to the top of the 5th inning, and it looks like the top of the order comes up for the Liberty Eagles, as you're going to start off with Parker Holden, Titus Jester, and then Gavin Reese. Excuse me, as Briar Parson goes in for his 2nd inning of work. Briar, the lefty. Holden, who's held the Panthers to 4 runs on 6 hits. And he's been gifted 9 runs. Briar. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch by Briar. Maybe settling in. We've seen Briar pitch well. Eli ran to the dugout for something. Had to get his wristband. Can't call pitches without a wristband, can you, Tim?
No, sir. It's vital.
No balls, 1 strike. Curveball doesn't break into the zone. One ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here. Top of the 6th. Or excuse me, top of the 5th. 9-4 is your score. Panthers trying to hold them and get back on it. Top of the order up for Liberty. Good pitch, high pop up, shallow center field. And there's Destin on to get it as he covers a lot of ground. That's going to bring up the number 2 hitter, Titus Jester, with Gavin Reese on deck. Nine to 4. Nothing quick about this one. That ball gets away from Golden all the way to the backstop. 1 ball, no strikes. No buddy on base. Briar with 1 out. Needs to get him, shut him down in order. He winds, he deals. There's a bunt. Puts it down, it rolls foul. That makes it 1 ball, 1 strike as Jester tries to bunt his way on. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Good crowd here at Mayberry Field. 1 ball, 1 strike. Breyer looks in, gets the sign from Golden. Ball gets away again. Parsons having a little trouble with his command today. Not as sharp as we've seen him. And that is a ball also. And that moves the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Girls go down to Thayer 5-1. JV game going on. That ball gets away. Just like that, Jester's on first. That brings up Reese. First base isn't open today, this time. Reese looks down at his wristband as they do the number system at Mountain View. Steps in from the right side, this big senior. One for one today. And that ball's in the dirt. Good job by Eli scooping it up. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runner on first for Liberty. Liberty up 9-4 here. Panthers trying to hold them. Best hitter on their team up. He hits one off the handle. Good pitch there by Breyer as he put it over the inside part of the plate. Lived there, Breyer. He didn't get around on that. That kind of backdoored in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first for Liberty. Trying to hold him put. There's a ball high and outside. That makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Reese looks down at the coach at third base, gets the signal, checks his wristband, steps back in with a runner at first. Here's the pitch. He drills it foul. It goes over by the dugout, and everybody's got a duck. Good pitch by Breyer because that's all he was going to do with that. It looks good, but that's all you're going to do with that pitch is do just what he did. Fowler off. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Parsons comes set, fires high and outside, moves the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first. Come on, Panthers. There's a great curveball. Reese goes down swinging, and Breyer, how about that? Atta boy. And that was a beautiful pitch at a beautiful time, and the best curveball he's thrown since he's been on the mound in relief. And that brings up Thomas. Tucker Thomas. Big old kid. Raw. He hits one off his front foot, and it goes foul. 2 outs now. That makes everybody breathe easier when Gavin Reese goes and sits down. For sure. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. He winds way up outside, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike on Thomas. Thomas is a big kid. One ball, 1 strike. Breyer fires back to first. Runners back, and Jester. 2 down here. Top of the 5th inning. Panthers looking to get out of it without giving up a run. Be the first inning since the 2nd. That ball's high. That makes the count 3 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. You've got Cooper holding on deck, the center fielder. Parsons. And that's ball 4. He loses him. Ball goes out, and good block by Murphy. And the walk was issued, so there was no play at second base, but that brings up Cooper holding. Liberty with a 9-4 lead here. Top of the 5th inning. Panthers looking to get out of it. Parsons trying to get them out of it. There's one drilled out in the gap. Good. Unger can't get there. It goes all the way to the fence. That's going to bring home 1 run. They get it into second base. They throw home. It gets by the catcher. That's going to bring him all the way around, and Holden hit that one right on the nose, hit it in the gap in left center. Boy, a long run for Destin Unger, and he just couldn't reach it, and it went right to the fence. And that makes the score 11-4 here on that triple. Well, double and move to third on the throw. And that brings up Easton Smotherman, who had a hit his last at bat right back up the middle. And he looks at one inside and low. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. First game of SCA action against the Liberty Eagles. There's one hit down the third baseline, but foul. And the coach improves his fielding record to 2 out of 3. Now he booted that one. Totally muffed it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. He has a good hack at it, fouls it straight back. Good pitch by Breyer. Parsons ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Man, a strikeout here would be sweet, Pete. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's a pitch. He drills it, and another base hit right up the middle, and that makes it 12 or 13, Ben. 12. He got on that one early. And that's going to do it for Breyer, as they're going to change pitchers. As they change pitchers, we're going to send it back to the studio for a word from our great sponsors on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Taylor Garner is the new pitcher for the Panthers. Try to put this fire out. 2 outs. Coming up is Jaron Rutledge, the catcher. 12-4 is your score. 12 runs on 9 hits for the Mountain View Liberty Eagles. 4 runs on 6 hits for the Panthers. Not the story I want to tell today. And that's going to bring up the catcher with a runner on first. The runner is Easton Smotherman. Easton, 2 base hits in his last 2 at-bats, both with RBIs. And it's 12-4. Rutledge steps to the plate. Taylor, who pitched a couple Saturdays ago. I haven't seen him. And there's a ground ball hit to the third baseman. He's up with it, fires to first, and a nice play over there. And I had to see if that was still Skip. It was. Good play by the freshman, and that's going to do it for the Liberty Eagles here in the top of the 5th inning as they play 3 more on 2 hits. And Strand 1. We'll be back with the bottom half of the 5th inning on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Destin Unger's going to lead it off for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Then you got Caden Murphy and Braden Hoy. Let's see if we can't get some offense going. We're running out of chances here. Destin, like a second leadoff, hits 9th, makes good contact. He swings and misses at a curveball from Holden. That curveball's kind of sneaky from Holden. It doesn't break much, but it has a late break. As he winds and fires fastball, a little shot right back to him. He fields it, fires to first. It pulls the first baseman off, and that could be the light that starts the fire right there, Tim.
Let's go.
You betcha. Easy play. I was always under the impression you got to make the sure outs, and there was no more out than that one, sure, and the pitcher throws it away. This could be a huge mistake by the Liberty Eagles. Don't know what's going on here as the umpire's talking to the coach for the Liberty Eagles. But Holden makes a big error. Unger on with good wheels. Let's see if he doesn't stir up something. And a good hit. Murphy fired over, and there's another one that gets by, and the floodgates are coming open. 2 errors back to back, and here it goes. They're going to self-destruct here. 12-4. Panthers need something like this. Top of the order hadn't done anything. And that brings up Hoy with runners on first and third and 2 errors. Both of those were errors. Both easy plays here. Panthers get a break. Hoy Holden started the fire. There's a slow roller down the third baseline, which is as good a place to hit it as any. No balls, one strike.
Gotta swap battery out. I'll be right back.
We got a battery problem. Wilson's gone. He'll be back. No balls, one strike. Panthers with runners on the corners. Let's get something going. Murphy on first, Unger on third. Murphy steals second. Even to count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now 2 runners in scoring position. Panthers need runs, no doubt about it. And they've been given a gift. There's a strike right at the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hoy. 12-4 is your score. Ducks on the pond here for the big meat of the order for the Panthers. There's a foul ball. Just hangs alive, Braden. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Panther runners both reach on 2 errors. Slow ground roller to third, and it bounced back to the pitcher. And he fouls that one off, and the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Panthers get the breaks they need. And haven't really put a lot of balls in play in the infield to see what they could do, but except to the second baseman. There's a pitch, popped straight up, and that's popped right out of play, and Braden remains alive. Holden gets the ball. He has runners on second and third, nobody out, and it's been created by nothing. He should be 2 outs and sitting here facing Hoy for out number 3, and he's not. Panthers get the break. He winds and deals. That's a pitch, tries to get him to chase. Braden with a good eye there. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Panthers have a long way to go, but this is the way to get there. Holden steps off the plate, and he's getting bothered by Unger and Murphy out there, and I don't blame him. And there's a swing and a miss by Hoy, and that's the first out, and that brings up Hutzel. Hutzel with 2 Ks on the day. 1 out. He drills one to the shortstop. Reese up with it. Fires to first and gets Hutzel. Panthers score a run to make it 12-5. But now there's 2 outs here with Murphy on third, and that brings up Peterson. And they'll gladly trade a run for an out. Reese fielded that one cleanly. Peterson. 2 errors to start the inning. There's one good cut by Sam. No balls, 1 strike. Just square that one up. Got Golden on deck. 2 outs. One run in here, bottom of the 5th. Wine and a deal. There's a slow roller. Third baseman cuts in front of the shortstop, fires it to first, and that's going to do it for the Panthers, who get 1 run on no hits, and strand 1. We'll be back with the top of the 6th inning on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We moved to the top of the sixth inning. Panthers down 12-5. Plated one last inning to cut the lead to 12-5. Due up, Torn Greer, and then Liam Greer, and then back to the top of the order for the Liberty Eagles. And he calls time as they take too much time out there. Taylor Gardner on the mound. Got the last out here in the bottom of the fifth. See what he can do in the bottom of the sixth. And there's a pitch. Perfect. Paints the outside corner for strike one. Good pitch by Taylor. No balls, one strike, nobody out. 12-5 is your score. And I don't know what the problem is. Oh, there's a softball out there in right field. Softball out in right field. No balls, one strike here. Panthers trying to fight back in it, but got to get Liberty out. Greer. He looks at a high fastball, and it evens the count. One ball, one strike. Tim goes and changes the battery and trades it for a hot dog. One ball, one strike. And he lines one there. Sam, tough play. He's up with it, fires, and he gets him. Good play by Peterson. And one out in the top of the sixth inning, and, man, we got to make plays like that. That brings up Liam Greer. Good, hard play right there. He had to go to his left, or to his right, excuse me, about 4 steps and fire it. And Greer's no slow roller. And Sam came up gunning. Good arm by Peterson. Got it. High curveball breaks out of the zone. One ball, no strikes with one out. Here we are in the top of the sixth. Taylor on in relief. Taylor Garner trying to keep the runs down from Liberty. He fires fastball up above the letters. 2 balls, no strikes. You got the top of the order up next and the likes of Parker Holden. 2 balls, no strikes, 12-5 your score. Panthers trying to hang on, get something going at the plate. There's a fly ball out into short right field. It's going to drop. A base hit for the number 9 hitter, Liam Greer. And he's on base for the 3rd time tonight. And that brings up the leadoff man, Holden. Holden with one in the gap, his last at bat. One down here. Good wheels on first. And there's a good pitch by Garner. I don't know where that missed at. Taylor looked like he painted the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. 12-5 your score. He hits a slow grounder. Picked up by Thompson. He fires to first. Nice play by the freshman Thompson. And there's 2 down, just like that. And Skip showed me something over there at third base. That brings up Titus Jester. Jester makes good contact. With a runner on second, 12-5, trying to get her moved on. Garner's done well in relief. He's gotten him to hit the ground balls he needed to get the outs. Good curveball right there, and that backdoors the left-handed Jester. Good pitch there by Taylor. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Panthers trying to stay alive here. Runner on second for Liberty. Good fastball, fouled straight back by Jester. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Let's let Reese lead off the next inning. That would be fine for me. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on second. And then it's inside, and that moves the count 1 ball, 2 strikes on Jester. Jester, a good contact hitter, puts the ball in play. with a runner on second. Greer, who had a base hit, and that one's way outside, and that evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Deuces Wild here in the top of the 6th. Reese on deck. Let's stop it here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And way outside. Oh, he's going to get him. Good job by Taylor as he strikes it out. And that's going to do it for Liberty here in the top of the 6th inning as they get no runs on 1 hit and strand 1. We'll be back with the bottom half of the 6th inning with the Panthers coming to hit, trailing 12-5 on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.
Leading off with Taylor, 14. Golden.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We open the bottom half of the 6th. Eli Golden leads it off for the Panthers. No balls, 1 strike. There he drills one into left field. It's going to get down for a base hit, and Eli's had a nice day today. The bottom of the order for the Panthers have kept them in this thing. No doubt about it. They've been up there swinging aggressive, swinging at good pitches. Then the key to these guys is they have swung at the good pitches and let the bad pitches go by. And that's the key of the baseball right there. Harker steps in. He's got 2 base hits on the afternoon. And he has a beautiful swing, fouls that one straight back. You got Golden on first. He'll run for himself till he has to come out. Guaranteed. Eli got some wheels. Harker, let's continue the good day by both of these guys. Holden looks Golden back, and that's what we need. Lead-off base hit by Golden, just what the doctor ordered. There's one good swing there by Harker, but an inside pitch, tough to do anything with it. No balls, 2 strikes now. Here we are in the bottom of the 6th. Panthers running out of chances and got to get some runs. 12-5 is your score. Liberty on top. Holden. There's one drilled. Harker with a base hit. And he hits that one right back up the middle. Nice swing by Harker. And here we come. These 3 down here, right here, have been automatic just about. Gotta love what you see, Tim. Skip with a good at bat. His last at bat. Home run, his first at bat. First home run as the Panther varsity. Just a freshman.
It's got to be a great feeling.
Yeah, big kid for a freshman, too. Skip with a good swing. Just does it. Swings over it. No balls, 1 strike. Guys on first and second. Panthers trying to mount a comeback here, bottom of the sixth. He drills one into left field. That's going to be extra bases. That's going to bring Eli home. He's holding Harker up at third. Harker slides. Skip's going to get into second. And Thompson with a home run and a double. How do you like that? And this part of the order, 5, 6, 7, has done everything for the Panthers today. That brings up Taylor Gardner and then Destin Unger on deck. Second baseman is over there behind the dugout. Don't know what that is. And it makes it 12-6 with runners on second and third. And have a day, Skip Thompson. There's a ball up in the eyes of Taylor. 1 ball, no strikes. Holden might be running out of gas. He's in his 6th inning of work. Panthers have been through 3. Taylor hits from the right side. Holden checks the runners, comes home. A little fly ball. They call it. Oh, man, they almost knock into each other.
I would like to see that fall.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen it fall, too, because no force, so they couldn't do an infield fly. And that's the first out for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 12-6. Liberty. Unger with a chance to get something going here. Base hit, brings home 2. 1 out. Holden. Wearing down. Unger looks at a ball high. 1 ball, no strikes. Don't have to get it all back this inning, but we got to get some of it, and we have. 1 ball, no strikes. Good swing there by Destin. That makes the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Here at Mayberry Field, opening day of SCA baseball for the Panthers. Unger at the plate. Almost hit. He's not happy. He says, I should have let it hit me. That's the kind of dude Destin is, man. He said, I should have let it hit me. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. He winds, deals. There's a strike. Looked a little low to me, but they got it. Got the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Unger trying to make something happen. My base hit brings 2. And that's outside. He works the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. You got Harker on third. Thompson on second. Thompson with a home run and a double. And a swing and a miss by Unger, and that's the 2nd out. That's going to bring up Caden Murphy, and we need to get these runners home. Caden old school, doesn't wear no batting gloves. As pesky as they come. Now he'll lean into one. There's a fun. He doesn't even move. He doesn't even move. 1 ball, no strikes. That gives him a close shave. Comes by it naturally, too, Tim. He inherited it. There's a swing, late swing there. Fouls it back. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. The umpire walks out to give the pitcher a baseball. That ball hit off the concrete pretty good. Braden Hoy on deck. Braden's due. If anybody's due, Braden's due. The wind blowing out, man. Perfect scenario for a home run here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, just a touch outside. Good eye by Caden. Work that count. First base open. Runners on second and third. Murphy, the leadoff hitter. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. He hits one down to third base. Third baseman's up with it, fires to first. He gets it. Good scoop by Thomas. You got to give him credit. And they get Murphy, and that's going to do it for the Panthers here in the bottom half of the 6th inning as they get 1 run on 3 hits, and Strand 2. We'll be back with the top of the 7th on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Gavin Reese is going to lead it off for the Liberty Eagles, and that's right where you want him to be. Nobody on, nobody out. Reese will lead it off.
Lead off for Liberty, number 9, Gavin Reese.
Reese, right-handed senior. One of the tougher outs in the SCA. Taylor Gardner, who has done a great job in relief, has held him still. And he throws a strike right at Reese's knees. Reese can't believe it. Garner just came in, and he's done a job. No balls, one strike, nobody out here. Curveball gets him. Man, 2 good pitches there by Garner. And he had control of both of them. Reese, one of the tougher outs he'll see, Taylor. And he's got him on his heels. And he throws it outside, tries to get him to chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Good selection on pitches right there. Reese calls time. He swings at a high fastball, and he goes down swinging for the second time, throws his bat in disgust. That's going to bring up Thomas. 1 down, 12-6 your score. Thomas, the big first baseman, steps in with 1 out. Panthers wanting to get back up to the plate. Had an exciting inning, 1 hit away from really having something good. Good curveball by Taylor. Tell you what, the young man's impressed me since he's come in. He's done nothing but throw strikes and do a great job. Has command of his pitches. Good curveball right there by Garner. How do you do, Taylor? Taylor just a sophomore. Looking good today. He winds, he deals. Just a touch outside. Moves the count 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Taylor trying to get the Panthers back in the dugout to swing the sticks. He winds, he deals. Good pitch there, and he gets his 2nd strikeout. How do you like that, Tim?
That is wonderful. Come on, Taylor. Let's get out of this inning.
Taylor Garner, he looking like Nolan Ryan out there right now. I don't know if Nolan threw that many curveballs. Maybe we need to figure him out with somebody else, but he's done a great job since he's been in relief. There's a ball just a touch low and inside. You got Cooper holding up. Cooper, who had a triple his last at bat, or a double and moved to third. I don't know what you want to call it. Taylor don't care. He winds and deals. 2 balls, no strikes here. Yeah. 2 balls, no strikes. He throws 1 right down central and doesn't get the call. Where was that pitch? Holy cow. I guess we're all the way to 3 balls, no strikes. Taylor has to come all the way back. And that ball's low, and he walks his first batter of the night since he's come in. And that brings up Easton Smotherman. Easton's had 2 base hits his last 2 at bats. He's caused havoc for the Panther pitchers. He's already had a base hit off of Taylor today. And he gets hit, and he goes to first base, and that's not – Taylor needs to get a deep breath and go back to what he was doing. I jinxed him, I think, Tim.
You got to give him credit when he's getting credit.
Yeah. Jinxed him. Now they're trying to get the catcher's shin guards off to get him up to the plate. 2 down. Runners on first and second. That's going to bring up Jaron Rutledge. Two down. Top of the 7th inning. Panthers trying to hold them close. Go hit. Garner in his 2nd inning of relief, and he's done a fantastic job. Maybe 3rd inning. He got the final out. of the fourth. There's a pitch just a touch high, and they throw it to third. He gets him. That tag was made. And no call made. I guess they call him safe. I thought he was out. I thought he got him on the way down. 1 ball, no strikes. Good throw there by Golden. Golden can't believe it. 1 ball, no strikes. Two down. Ball gets by him. Doesn't get the jump off of third base to come home. Got to get a secondary, man. Got to coach these kids these secondaries, and then they can go back to third. But if you don't get a secondary, you don't have a chance. 2 balls, no strikes. Good pitch there. He gets a strike. The ball's in down there. Eli trying to keep it in front of him. 2 balls, 1 strike on big catcher Rutledge for Liberty. Taylor trying to get out of this jam. Hasn't given up a run. There's a pitch. Man, they're squeezing him tight. 3 balls, 1 strike here. Runners on second and third. You got Greer coming up. There's a ball hit high in the air in the outfield. They're calling for it. They make the catch. Boy, scare me a little bit, but we put it away. And that's going to do it for Liberty. They're in the top of the 7th inning as they get no runs on no hits. And we'll be back with the bottom of the 7th. See if the Panthers can't pull this one out. Down 12-6 on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Meat of the order coming up for the Panthers. Holden trying to finish it out for the Liberty Eagles.
You said he's due.
Hoy, hey, all 3 of these guys are due. Hoy and then Hutzel. And then Sam, who will let off with a double. His first at bat. Hasn't drawn blood since. Hoy is due. There ain't no doubt. Braden is due. He drills one into, and he gets it over the left fielder's head. And he's on the move. He's going to get the second. I don't think he's going to slow down. Yes, he does. As it comes all the way into third base, and he ratchets it out there. That's a big double. Helps a day with not there. And Hutzel needs to follow suit right here. Neither one of the 2 big senior power hitters have had a good day at the plate. And there's a strike. Hutzel takes a pitch right downtown central that dissects the plate in 2. Holden gone all the way for Liberty. He must be pitching on a whim. And there's a curveball for a swing and a miss, and now Hutzel finds himself down, no balls, 2 strikes, with nobody out, and Hoy on second. Peterson on deck. There's a ground ball hit the third. Third baseman bobbles it, fires to first. Then they fire to third. And Hoy's under the tag, and that's a dangerous play when you need 6 runs. And that brings up Sam Peterson. 1 out now. Peterson with a double, his first at bat. Then you got Golden on deck. Golden's hotter than a $3 pistol, buddy. Peterson looks at a fastball high, up in his eyes. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Hoy on third. 12-6 your score. Liberty on top. Panthers with only 1 out, trying to cut into this lead. Sam rolls it foul down the third baseline, moves the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sam, who rifled a shot down the first baseline, his first at bat. Good swing on an outside fastball. Needs to do that again. Get Hoy home and get on second base. Holden trying to finish it out for Liberty. He comes set, checks on Hoy, fires. Ball way high, and he's got to be running on fumes, Tim. He's gone the whole way.
I'm impressed. Usually see him drop out about 5 or 6.
Yeah. And got enough pitches left to go. He winds and deals, and that ball stays high. Sam moves up in the count, 3 balls, 1 strike, and Holden hadn't walked many today. Hit 1 pitch, with the pitch, and that's been about it. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Had to hit your way on. And there's a strike on a hitter's count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Man, you look for 1 pitch, 1 place. That was the pitch, and that was the place. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Holden. And a swing and a miss by Sam. And that's 2 outs. And I think Holden's out of pitches. I think he's going to have to make a pitching change. And he did. He's going to have to make a pitching change. Holden's out of pitches, and that's going to do it for Holden for Liberty Eagles. We'll be back as Liberty makes a pitching change on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. baseball in the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Gavin Reese, the senior shortstop, comes in to replace Holden. Holden gets 2 outs and runs out of pitches. Reese, ball 1 on Mr. Eli Golden. Eli hotter than a $3 pistol, as I said, and there's a ball just inside. Good eye by Eli. Harker on deck. These guys have been good today. Done what they can. Hoy on third. There's ball 3, and Reese having trouble finding the strike zone with the first batter. Panthers need base runners in the worst way as the softball crowd leaves. There's he gets a 3-0 call right there. That one was low and inside for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Eli. Oh, and he gets another call that was about a little above the letters for strike 2.
Maybe it's time to turn the lights on. Huh?
Yeah, it is time to turn the lights on. And Eli smokes it down the left field line, but foul. Sun's starting to set. It's getting a little hard to see with the shadows. Reese looks in with a 3-2 count. 2 outs. Here comes the payoff pitch, and swing and a miss, and he's going to have to throw it, and they get Eli, and that's going to do it for the Panthers as they go down 12-6 here on opening night of SCA play. A tough loss for the Panthers, but kudos to the Liberty Eagles as they played well. Holden pitched a great game through strikes, kept us off balance. He didn't keep the bottom of the order down very much as Eli Golden, Trace Harker, and Skip Thompson had a day. I think they were accounted for most of the RBIs, most of the hits, for sure. So a big day for those guys. And, sometimes you chase the bear, Tim, and sometimes the bear chases you. We will be back with the Grove Family Restaurant postgame show and hopefully a word from Coach Richardson on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Family Restaurant post-game show. I'm here with Coach Richardson. Coach, just one of those tough nights at the ballpark.
Yeah, that was a frustrating one all around. I mean, credit to Liberty, they put the ball in play, and we didn't respond very well. They came out right from the start, and the first inning punched us in the mouth, and we responded well in the second, and then we just kind of let it snowball from there, and that was just not what makes us successful. I know we've talked over and over about seeing what does make us successful is being aggressive in the zone and making plays on defense, and I felt like those were two big areas we struggled tonight.
Well, and I'll tell you what, you can say and do and pick it apart, but Taylor Gardner came in and really threw well, and I mean, he struck out Reese twice.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Breyer struck him out with the best pitch Breyer threw the whole time he was in there.
Correct. Yeah. But I think Taylor shows you what it is. It's changing speeds. It's being in the zone, putting the pressure on the hitters, and too many times this year we get away from that, and I think that's the frustrating thing. And if you watch, it seems like we get to 2 outs at times, and then can't finish innings on the mound or go deep in counts over and over and put their hitters in better positions than they should be, and it's just putting us in a bad spot.
Coach, and I don't know, you take care of the pitching and everything, but your 5, 6, and 7 guys in that order, I mean, they came up big. I think they accounted for about every RBI except for one in the whole darn game or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, Eli and Trace and then freshman Skip Thompson going big fly there, really made some noise. And Skip had 2 hits on the night. I think Eli had 3.
Yeah.
Trace had 2, I want to say. I mean, those guys showed out, and there are young guys that you're starting to see grow up a little bit, and Eli's swinging the bat with confidence right now, and exactly what you ask from those guys.
Yeah, I was impressed with their approach at the plate and how aggressive they were early, and it just seemed like to me from up here they didn't take those pitches right down the middle. They hacked.
Yeah, they're ready to swing. Those, Eli's not a kid you ever have to encourage to swing the bat. He's ready to go at all times, and that's what you love about him at the plate.
Well, and you can tell Skip this, but he did hit Coach Swafford's truck.
Yeah, that's what somebody did say. I asked. I was like, man, who was that? And someone was like, I think it's Coach Swafford.
Yeah.
I mean, it could at least given a couple of horn honks or something.
Yeah, well, that was pretty good coaching. And, like you said, you got to give Liberty credit. I mean, had some big base hits all the way through when you thought you had them in the corner. And
looking at some of their scores, of course, you never know who's doing what. They're high school kids, so the consistency from game in and game out. But you see some of their scores, and then the first inning, the swings they were putting together. I'm like, man, this lineup's pretty solid. I was kind of shocked at what they had done throughout the year after seeing that, and once again they kept it up all night. You saw them; they kept adding, and had their big inning where they put 6 together, and that one kind of buried us.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that's for sure. But they, I don't know what their scores have been, but you told us last Friday morning. You said, we're getting ready to start SCA. We're going to get everybody's best shot.
Yeah, and that's what I told the guys after the game. Is I was like, those guys came ready to beat us, and I didn't feel like we had that mentality right from the start of ready to go take it to them, and I think that's cost us. And then we were playing catch up the whole game, and it doesn't matter who you're playing. Trying to play catch up is too difficult to do.
Oh, man, especially when you dig a hole like that one. I mean, we tried and had some bright spots out through there, and, man, one hit, and you'd get right back in it.
And,
and it just was. Coach, we got Lighthouse Christian on Wednesday.
Lighthouse Christian here, and we've got a big week coming up with them Wednesday, Thayer Thursday, and then at Conway on Friday. So once again, the good thing about this is these nights when you go home and you're like, what in the world is going on? You know, a couple nights later you can bounce back and get another shot at it, and that's the great thing about baseball, and also the evil thing about it.
Yeah, well, and I bet I came over here to put something in the kitchen yesterday evening about 3:30, and you would have won some chocolate chips off of me if you told me we were going to play today.
Yeah, Coach Hyde sent me a picture yesterday, and you know, there was a lake out at first base, and I was like, no, you know, Christian and I were texting. I'm like, I don't see a very big chance of us playing. And then talked to Brandon this morning, and he's like, I think we can play. And so we got over here about 10:30 and started opening it up, and Terry and his crew did a phenomenal job getting it ready as well. And you know, very thankful for them for the time and effort they put together. Getting the field ready and helping us out there. So, you know, glad we got to play. Not a fan of the result, obviously, but back at practice tomorrow.
Yeah, back at practice. But, hey, you know what's nice? This is the first time the sun's been out since last Monday.
True. Hey, Brush, I like that you're finding the positives.
Positives here.
Got to find them somewhere, and that's – you know, sun will rise again tomorrow, and that's what we do know. So.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you coming up here, and I know how long that walk is, and I understand that, and we sure do appreciate it. And we'll be back here Wednesday.
All right,
man, we're with the Panthers.
That's true.
We're always.
I'm glad
Panthers.
You guys are.
Yeah, so we'll be back here Wednesday, and that's going to do it. Get down to the Grove Family Restaurant. Look at their menu. Fridays they have catfish, and it's way too much. If you get the 3-piece, you will not be able to eat it, but unless you got a big appetite. But great menu, very consistent, and they serve breakfast all day long. And that's going to do it for us for the Grove Family Restaurant postgame show. Thanks to Coach Richardson for getting up here. Thanks to Tim Wilson for what he does and how far he runs and how many steps he puts in during a baseball game. And thanks to Cousin Justin back at the studio for putting up with umpires when they're late, Cousin Justin. And that's going to do it for us on Panther Baseball. We'll be back Wednesday on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.